lot here lately about habits and routines and systems, and it's great. I think it's really good to talk about and it's really helpful, but it's also kind of serious and oftentimes requires a lot of thought and effort. So today I decided we're going to do something that's simple and that's fun, and we're going to chat about what's in my bag and the things that I never leave home without. Even as a minimalist, things that I find that I'm constantly reaching for whenever I'm out and that I just don't like to go out the door without. So what's in the bag? I don't know. I mean, I do know, but you don't know. Okay, so I'm going to start with the things that are just always in my purse, and then I'm going to show you some of the things that I interchange or add in just depending on what's going on in my life at the time or where I'm going. First things first, let's talk structure. Structurally, I have a bag within a bag type of situation going on here. And so any smaller or loose items that would normally just be hanging out at the bottom of my purse actually go into this little bag here. This little zipper bag holds most of the loose content inside of my purse. I like to keep a scrunchie right here in the pocket so that it's just kind of easy for me to reach into my purse, grab the scrunchie and pull it out. I find that like various times my hair will just start bothering me and I just throw it up in a ponytail. But inside is where I keep the gold. Not literally, but the things that I frequently reach for. Let me show you what I think is the coolest thing that I have in my purse at all times, and that is this little guy. These are loops, something that I found on Amazon a while back because I found that I started getting really sensitive to sounds all of a sudden. I don't know why. Some days when the girls would come home from school, everybody would start talking and I'd be like, why are you guys screaming? Like everybody, maybe I just live in a household of really loud people. I was looking for something that I could just wear all the time to kind of curb the sharpness and the pain that I get sometimes from all of the loud sounds. And I came across these loops, and these are really cool. They're not earbuds, so they don't play music or anything, but they don't completely cancel out noise either. They allow in a certain decibel of noise. So like in the reviews, one thing that kind of helped sell me on these is that moms of young kids were saying, I still need to be able to hear my kids. I just don't want it to be quite so shrill, with the toddlers and stuff, and that these were a godsend for them. So I decided to give them a try, and I do really like them. Now, I can't chew with them, so I don't wear them at the dinner table because I can just hear myself chewing over and over again. But we went to the mall on Black Friday, which was not intended, but my oldest daughter really wanted to go. She wanted to see what it was like to be at the mall on Black Friday, so we did. And it was a little bit stressful when I first walked in the doors and there were just people everywhere and just this noise, just shuffling noise. And as soon as I put these in, I felt so much more relieved. The movie theaters is another thing. Like, am I getting old? I don't know. They used to not bother me. Maybe they've gotten much louder than they used to be. But when we go to the movie theaters, I even bring these things with me because, again, they allow me to still hear, but they curb the decibels. And so I think that these are 24 decibel blocks. I can't remember the exact decibels, but they have different levels. So you can get some that are like lower that just block a little bit. You can get some that are higher. And I love these little things. I've used them quite a bit since I got them. I think that they're a really cool little find. And then I also keep my I Love earbuds. I've mentioned these a lot. I've been using these over the past several years. Yes, they were black. Matt got himself a white pair, and then he doesn't really use earbuds that often. So I kind of took over his white pair because I like the color better. Also in this bag, I keep my glasses. These are glasses you've seen me wear in several of my videos. I just keep them inside that bag so that I always know where they are. I can't stand like setting them on a table and then realizing that I have to go all the way back downstairs to get my glasses. So I try to keep them in my purse in the same spot every time. And then the only other thing that I keep in this little bag is my bullet journal pens. These are Faber-Castell artist pens. Faber-Castell, I'm not really sure how they say it. They're not always in my purse, but especially when I'm actually keeping track and keeping up with my bullet journaling, they are. And right now I am in the process of working on bullet journal spreads for 2022. So that's it for the little zipper bag. I also, of course, as per the times, keep a mask. I like having the cupping effect to where I feel like I have space and nothing is resting right against my nose and my mouth. And these are just really flat, and so they slide in, and I reuse them until they can't be reused anymore, so I actually get quite a few uses out of these. And then the only other thing that I have in the main compartment at all times is, of course, my wallet. So these have my 2 credit cards that I talked about in my financial minimalism video, my debit card, of course, my driver's license and insurance cards. And if I happen to have a couple of gift cards, then I'll keep those in a slot in here too. But I do like the long foldable wallets, at least for myself for the time being. I like them to be protected so that my cards aren't falling out and I don't feel like the information is just right there visible to anybody if I happen to pull my wallet out. Also for it to be flat and to slide in, and it just makes things stand up a little more vertically in my purse, which I'm kind of weird about, but also I think that it just works better when you have your things lined up vertically to where you can easily reach them instead of having to dig and dump and all of that. And plus, whenever I want to put my bullet journal or my highlighters or something in my purse, I have a slot for them. So it just makes things fit a little more easily. And then in my 2 front pockets, in one of them I keep sunglasses. And then I've also talked about how I like to keep one of my nice pens in my purse. And then I keep this tube of lotion. It's not any special lotion. It just happens to fit in this slot really well. And I don't use it that often. The few times that I have used it, it's actually rarely on my hands. I'll use it if I get a dry patch on my face and I just need something really fast because I'm not at home. But what I use frequently throughout the day, all the time, is my EOS chapstick. So I keep that in the pocket unless I'm laying in bed at night, and I'll keep it beside the bed because I really do use them that frequently. I really hate having dry lips, and it seems to happen to me a lot. So that's what my purse looks like right now, but if I was to go somewhere, like I was going to be gone for the day, I would definitely have my water bottle in there too, especially if I'm walking around somewhere like downtown or, you know, just anywhere where I'm going to be out and about and moving around and walking and not sitting in my car where my cup holder is. So even though my bag at home seems just really loose and saggy and like I don't need a bag this size, and maybe I don't, whenever I'm out and about, I do appreciate being able to fit my full-size water bottle inside of my purse without having to carry it around by hand. So this fits in there nicely. I can put it in there vertically. I can put it in horizontally. If I don't have my bullet journal or anything in there, I'll generally put it in vertically just because it's easier to access all of my things. Speaking of my bullet journal, there may be months of the year where I just don't really use it much at all, but when I do use it, I like to be able to update it regularly and have access to it for any downtime. So if I'm going over to visit some relatives, you know, I'll probably stack it in my purse and bring it with me. Or if I'm going to a hotel, or, you know, if I'm going somewhere where I'll actually be able to sit down and use it, then I like to bring it just in case. And so it slides in and fits really nicely next to my wallet and next to the zipper bag in my purse. And I like that I'm able to have the space to accommodate that. And then I'm also still able to fit my water bottle on top. And that's pretty much max capacity for my purse. This is what my purse would probably look like if I'm going to the airport, which we will be pretty soon. But my favorite thing about this bag is actually the back compartment, where there's a little slide zipper and it has the perfect size slot to be able to fit a cell phone. So I've gotten to where I can just reach back there, my hand knows exactly where it is, unzip, pull out my cell phone, and then I can reach back and put it back. And I feel like it's just the perfect little slot to be able to access it quickly without having to take off my entire purse or bag. But I don't have to take the whole thing off in order to be able to access my phone or dig around for it. It's just right there in the little slot. So that's it. That's what's in my bag. Now, very seriously, down in the comments, what do you keep in your bag? I'll chat with you next week.